Hello, and welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Backlog Billiam, and I'm here to talk about some demos I played recently. I know the next fest and all that done passed at this point, but let's talk about at least 3 of these that I've played so far. Found some interesting games. I got a lot more demos. I won't be doing videos on those, but just want to talk about the ones that I managed to sit down and play for a little bit. Just want to show y'all that I do play other shit besides RPGs, but RPGs are still going to be at least somewhat the focus of this channel. So, hey, I'll see y'all on the other side. Alright, I'm going to try to keep it as short as I possibly can about these demos, but we're going to start off with Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, and I must say, I want to play this really badly because it is so fun from what I've gotten from the demo, and it is so cool. And I love the levels that they let you play, from the beginning level to like the much later levels where you have the other character in there. It is so cool. It is so cool. Fun as fuck. I love the mechanics. It plays smoothly. Soundtrack right now is really amazing, and it has that old school Ninja Gaiden charm to it with the cutscenes and the difficulty, because I cannot lie that this game can be a little tricky. And speaking of difficulty, once you finish the demo, there is a hard mode that lets you play through the first level to try the level at a harder difficulty, and it definitely is that. More enemies and whatnot, but it definitely feels like an old school Ninja Gaiden game with a nice fresh coat of paint. Cool mechanics between the two characters that you do have. It felt like Ikaruga and Outland a little bit, if I had to say so. It does take a little bit of getting used to when you have the two powers on hand for your characters, and I think Kenji seems to be a really nice fit here, since you won't necessarily be taking control of Ryu Hayabusa in this game. But it's such a fun time, at least from what I got from the demo. So if Ninja Gaiden Ragebound is your thing, by all means, please pick it up. It's looking to be really cool. The game kitchen is put it together. If Blasphemous is anything to go by, I think this is going to be amazing as well. For our next demo here, we're going to talk about Eden Zero, which is going to be our next action RPG from Konami, based on the series of the same name done by Hiro Mashima. Now, with this demo here, it kind of starts you out with like some of the source material. I haven't read and or watched any bit of said source material, so I don't know much about it, but I do know that it's sci-fi, especially from what I've gained from this game here. And it starts out with like a bunch of simple base battles, and it gives you a boss battle along the way to kind of get used to how things feel, learn how to do your attacks with the lead character Shiki. And so far, it's pretty simple for an action RPG. You have your dodge mechanics, you have your basic attacks. You have counter attacks in here too, if you can dodge at the right time and hit the attack button to go back and get that down and make a knockdown, and then you can continue to run on your opponents there. There's even a break mechanic, which I think break mechanics are actually pretty cool in certain games because it allows you to do more damage to the bosses along the way. I did think this game was a little bit stiff at the start because I don't think it taught me how to dodge, or I may have missed that in the tutorial. I think I may have. I'm gonna check my footage to see. But once you kind of like start getting into the combat, hitting square, doing your triangle and your R1s, and start mixing in your buttons to get all the desired effects that you want in the fight to be able to win. If you throw in a dodge here and there, you might be able to start moving more within the combat. Another thing of it that I like, that it does maintain a lot of those anime tropes and aesthetics. It feels like you're almost kind of watching the show during cutscenes where there's giving you story and exposition to kind of follow along. Like I said, I don't know much about the source material, but I do think that it kind of hits the nail on the head in regards to what this is, and it is pretty faithful to it, which I like. Some of the things, the one thing I kind of don't like going towards it though, is that you can sort of see the budget along the way. I don't know much about this game's development cycle, so I'm not gonna like harp on it too hard, but you can kind of see where, oh, there's some stuff going on back there in the distance. Like off in the distance, you can kind of see where the budget went, like kind of down. They're just like, we won't keep it like this here, and everything around you is a bit more detailed than what's out there. But that's neither here nor there, because you want to see everything that's in front of you. And that's really all I can kind of say for it at this point in time. Oh, I forgot to mention there's a skill tree, and since you get a chance to actually try 2 of the characters in this game, because you can have up to 4, and you switch between them on the D-pad. You have Shiki and you have Rebecca. Rebecca is like your range character because she has guns, and Shiki's close range for his hands. There's a skill tree that's there. You can use the skill tree to get everything put in order for yourself. Like, you can get all your characters leveled up, they can do new skills, they can get combo extensions. It's all there for you. So I think this game does have some level of potential walking forward. I do pray so for Konami, because they're finally really getting back into the games market since they went to the pachinko parlors and decided to leave us alone for a while. But we'll see what happens in the long run for Eden Zero. Alright, for the final demo of this video here, because I only want to do 3, we're going to talk about Neon Inferno, done by Zenobia. And I have to say, I only seen like small bits of trailers and pieces, and I do follow them on Twitter, but I hadn't seen much of them because, well, my For You usually has a lot of the stuff that I follow, more than a lot of other stuff from around the Twitter space here. And I really have to say, this game is 1, gorgeous, and 2, is tough. It's a run and gun game set in a futuristic noir setting. You get a choice between 2 characters. They both do the same things. You have a shoot button, you have a parry to knock back the green bullets of your enemies, where the flashing red and blue ones don't necessarily get deflected. You have to kind of dodge those. There's also a dodge mechanic as well. So yeah, and it has a bunch of difficulty settings. I do think that the controls need to be remapped to feel better for some people, because it can feel a little odd in places if you're not used to it. If you want to sit down and try to get used to it, sure, go ahead and do that. It's not that hard to do so. The game has a very good art style, and I love the OST of it. But like I said, this game is tough. It is one of those games that will challenge you, and I told you that it has different difficulty levels. And on my run, I tried the arcade version, which was basically like doing a 1cc run of an arcade game, where you run through and you do it the best way you can on 1 credit. Like, you go to the machine, put in your 2, and you play till you die. And it has that, and there are other difficulties where you can play and have a set amount of lives, and you start from where you are, because in the arcade mode, you get sent right back to the beginning. So you know how that goes. I think Zenobia has something really awesome on their hands with Neon Inferno. I do intend on playing that, because I do like challenging games a ton. So here's hoping that there's a time and place when it does come out and I actually can buy it. So Zenobia, I'll be looking out for you. Alright, and that's the end of this video here. I thank y'all for sitting through the video with your boy. I will be making another video soon, and I'll see y'all in the next video, okay? Take care, much love, peace, level up, keep playing good games, alright y'all?